Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm going to be taking a couple of days off, so I wanted to do a reading or two, maybe today. But the Tower of Sexual Magic, I was kind of thinking, what are we gonna go with? The Tower of Sexual Magic really wanted to kind of come out yesterday, and I saw them as I was just rearranging my decks. And let me explain what I'm trying to explain to you. I feel that there is a sexual frustration, a sexual desire. That's the Three of Cups here. So that's the card of celebration. Okay. I feel there is a strong sexual energy, a frustration that's in the air. What I realised is from my emotion cards, I found this. I found this yesterday, and it was kind of under all the decks, so it got screwed up. This card, one of my emotion cards. I've just gone and retrieved it from the rubbish bin because I remembered I put it in the bin. I was like, "Where's that card?" Because it was like that card said flirtatiousness on it, and it's all been screwed up, and it's got splodges. They look like blood stains. They're not. I made a fruit pie yesterday, so. When this was on the table, my fruit pie must have splattered onto it. But I've actually put it into the bin this morning as I was tidying up. And I was like, oh, maybe I should go and get that out of the bin because we've just flown. We've just flown? Where have we flown to? We've just thrown flirtatiousness into the bin. No way, Jose, that's coming out. I don't know. I'm going to have to try and salvage this card. So we're going to use the Tower of Sexual Magic. I did actually want to leave you an oracle message, as in some guidance for you guys over the weekend. It's kind of like, how can you assist? How can you assist? Let's stick to the Tower of Sexual Magic first then. I can't get out of breath. Jeez. So I'm feeling as if there's this craving for actual sexual contact. And the energy of giving it up. Let's just throw it all into the bin. I'm never going to experience this again. But don't be so pathetic. So let's have a look at this energy, a craving. That's what I feel it is. A craving. Constant craving. Okay. So there's some little clues that I put together. Are we going to use these cards now? Come on, don't clam up. Feels like someone was pulling like your hair. It's like, no, it's okay. We don't want to use these cards. It's like, no, let's use them. Come on. This box is so tatty and tattered. I don't actually know why, because it's not like I use these cards a lot. Tarot of Sexual Magic. Look, you're pulling each other's hairs. Come on, let's just have a nice relaxed reading. Look, my hair's like stuck in the middle of the pack. I did not sleep last night. I'm not sure I slept at all. I don't know what that was about last night. Oh, that's interesting, because I had a strong smell of like body odour. Well, it wasn't a strong smell, that's a lie. And it wasn't horrible or off-putting, but it was like, I can smell like body odour. Underarm body odour. And it was masculine. And I just couldn't sleep. I slept on the other side of the bed. I got up and opened my window quite wide because it was extremely hot in bed. Anyway. Right. So, another sleepless night. It's right, let's see what a couple of days off does for me. The world of good, I imagine. Okay. But I feel quite fully functional. That's the thing. I don't feel like I've not had a night's sleep. I just haven't had a night's sleep. I could have gone back to sleep. I decided, no, I didn't want to. There was no need to go back to sleep. There's no need to go back to sleep. Okay, so we're awoken. Right, we have 5 cards. Let's have a look at these cards. So we now have the, I was going to say the Leo energy, but it looks more like Taurus. I'm not doing a star sign reading. Okay. The Strength. Someone's holding someone back here. So this is the Strength card, which is the masculines and feminines combined, their energies. But these are two strong forces here. And let's say this ball, can I call him a ball? Let's call him a ball. He's ready to charge off, and then it's like someone stops him. I don't feel as if she's actually jumping on board with him. It's like she's holding him back. She has him by the snout. It's like he's squealing like a little piggy. Maybe she's getting pleasure out of this. Okay, so holding this ball back, he's feeling strong, and then this figure is, it's like she jumps out from behind that tree. It's like an ambush, and just as he's at the water's edge here. I don't know if that's the water's edge or whether that's, it feels like a portal that he can like fall into. And this feminine jumps on him, grabs him by the horns and the snout, and it's like, get back here, piggy. Strength. I'm feeling there's karmic energy, and the ball is the divine masculine's energy. And seeing as we had the Three of Cups that I saw, and that's what definitely came out for Taurus yesterday, and it was just the energy of celebrating. This masculine's ready to go. He's ready to go. He's charged up. He's fired up. Oh, fired up, I feel alive. Okay, so this is going through the transition. It's the Five of Pentacles. Who had this card? Scorpio yesterday. Scorpio and Taurus are they're opposite each other in the zodiac. They are kind of like the purpose partnership, the perfect partnership for each other. So we do have a bit of a Romeo-Juliet energy going on here. Some swooning. I felt like some music as well. Let's make some music. Let's face the music and dance. Dun, 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 dun. There may be trouble ahead. Well, with the Five of Pentacles, you would expect there to be trouble. Seeing as that's a transition. But while there's moonlight and music, and the most two important things, and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. So this masculine here is wanting to charge off to his Juliet. Maybe sing her a song. Oh, he just wants to whisk her away. And they live happily ever after, and he's having a good grope of her boob here. It's like, I'm not letting go. Never gonna let you go, 'cause you're my baby. Felt like this rolling around in the haystacks, out in the fields. As we walk in fields of gold. What is that noise I can hear? Zip ties. Lucy, it's not that extreme. Seriously. Need to zip tie this one up to the tree. They're not big enough. Well, just do the ankles and the wrists and get some rope. So this could be about being like one step ahead of this karmic energy. So this is like what's being foreseen, maybe. I feel like the masculine knows though. Okay, that's why he has to be really, really charged up to be able to push through this. So what happens then? So we have the Five of Pentacles, a transition. The divine masculine's turned into this Knight of Wands, this passionate knight who has a passion for purpose, a passion for partnership. Passion for partnership. Be careful, Lily. She just nearly lost her footing and didn't make the windowsill nearly, did you? Because there's a cloth up there. Okay, she's sticking her head out of the window. What is it out there? I'm going, oh, it's 11:44. I'm laughing because, well, for one, I can see an easel behind me. I'm wondering what that shadow is. lilies on that easel the other side. I said you like because on the sideboard there is a pink cloth. So this is like not a red rag. It's like waving a pink of. It's a duster. And it's one of those dusters that kind of a static duster. Ecstatic for love. It's the colour of love. Someone's tapping away out there. She's watching from the window. Anyway. So I don't feel as if he's doing this out of a rage. I feel like he's pumped up over love. Waving that pink flag. So we have the knight who's come in, picked up Juliet, give her a quick kiss. It's like jump on my horse, we're off. Where are we off to? To make you the empress. This is so nice. This is the energy of he wants to devour you. Does that mean kind of like eat you, like consume you? That, all of you. You've got a shield here, and that's a shield of love. I feel like you're two little lovebirds here. Having a little peck. Okay. What's with the conch? Let's have a look at what's going on in the background, because this is about it being a bit secretive, because it's to do with this energy, this dragon energy. Interesting, because I felt the energy transfer over into this being. It's because this one here wants to be the empress for this masculine. He wants to get away. So I feel like the masculine would claim he's true empress, but in the background there is this snake. This is a message to you, the divine feminine. That's what I'm feeling with the conch here. The message is that this karmic energy is going to do whatever she can to defend her turf, her ground. That's kind of like her man. He's tied up here in the back. And that's why I kind of said you need to get there first and tie her up first. Because she's only going to tie you up. So this feminine is going to stop the masculine. And all he wants to do is claim you as his empress. But first, this one has to get off of the throne and move out of the way. She could be pulling all things out tactics, because I can feel that she's got some like kinky boots on here. So it could be that she would try anything to keep her man. She might try to seduce him into staying. I feel the masculine knows it's a trap. This feminine can sense that the masculine's off somewhere. I feel actually the divine masculine is turned off by this feminine, so why is he craving sex so much? I feel like maybe he doesn't actually want to touch this other feminine. He doesn't want to go anywhere near her. And that's obviously going to bother her. As one person pulls away, another one comes closer. It's the rubber band effect, isn't it? And then we have the devil. Yeah, the divine masculine, he's not really that bothered. I don't know, this is an energy that he may get himself into trouble and not really be bothered about it anymore. Face the music and dance, so it's, hi Lily, do you want to come up? Do you want to come up? Just want to stare at me? Okay. So we have the devil energy. This can also be the temptation of returning for sex. Well, I feel like the divine saying, don't be such a turd. Because I feel like returning for sex to this, if the divine masculine's craving sex and he's with another person who he's not attracted to, she might sense that and try and make herself more attractive, which could actually please the divine masculine short term. I don't think it would be pleasing during the act, but and I'm not too sure that the divine masculine can disconnect. like as in kind of imagine it's someone else. I don't feel that the divine masculine can do that anymore. So we have the devil energy. I still feel the energy that if he's learned his lesson, this divine masculine, then he won't return to the karmic for sex. He will go and fulfill his desire. It's like joining the party, because in the background here there is people partying. Now he can either join in the celebrations where we're free. I'm not feeling like an orgy kind of energy there. This is just about joining the party. And then we have the devil here. He's by his little bush, little tree. Looks like this tree's had its growth stumped. And the divine masculine can either choose to stay behind and look at this. I feel like it's a piece of shit. This shithole he's got himself into. Or he can join the party. What a reading. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. The Hangman. So this masculine's just musing. Over what? Well, he's longing for something. Contemplation time, and that's what I felt with the devil energy here. It's like, oh, I have to think carefully. I want to say seriously before you make your next move. Because if you are wanting to seriously leave, then you just prolong the process every time you make this feminine, do I want to say them words? Every time you make this feminine feel worthy or cherished, adored, even though you know that she's holding you back, you just prolong the process. You just confuse this other feminine. Okay. Wow. Let's have a look at the Lover's Oracle. All that's coming through the song is, always seems to me that sorry seems to be the hardest word. Always seems to me that sorry seems to be the hardest word. Maybe this other feminine cannot apologise and say sorry. We all know people like that. Make-up sex, isn't it? Well, we'll have sex and it'll all be okay. We don't need to talk about what's happened. You know I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just... it felt like sleep, play, repeat. I don't know what that means. Maybe sleep, eat, repeat. It says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Interesting. I felt here this energy of not judging each other. I remember how hard it was to actually disconnect really from like my marriage. And for me, the sex part did draw me back, the disconnection from it. So I just kind of done all the things that I said that I don't feel the divine masculine can do anymore, is visualise someone else. You know it's wrong, but if you're not actually with the person you want to be with, sex is sex, isn't it? Well, until you get to a certain point. And I do remember the point when I said to my husband, I said, I don't want to have sex anymore. I thought that it was okay, but it wasn't. And yeah, but I do remember the point where I was kind of really disgusted by it. And I thought to myself, what am I actually doing? So beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. People pleasing. It's hard because we just want to be kind, don't we? We don't really set out to hurt people. I feel that at the end of the day, it's about doing the right thing. And people always respect people who do the right thing. This one here. It says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. So that's just really talking about the distance. I want to say the hunger for the contact physically, but there's definitely this spiritual connection that you're both feeling. The other evening, so last night I smelt this body odour, and then a few evenings back, I might have just been the evening before, I actually heard someone like gently snoring in my room, breathing. So, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. We shall have a look at the bottom of the deck. Just give me the card then. Time. You are trying too hard, give it time. This is the frustration. And it feels very much as if it's a frustration on the Divine Masculine. We've had the card come up about taking some time out. I'm taking some time out. You're trying too hard to give it time. And that's because we need to drop into this surrender. Sounded like a bit of a wispy wind out there. That really it took me to try not to get too wrapped up in it, because there is this frustration here and this need to want to flirt. Well, we've thrown that in the bin, so it could be because that's a load of shit. It depends who's doing the flirtatiousness. Do you want to put that back in the bin? We can put that in the bin. We can screw that up. Okay, the bin's not open, so I can't really take an aim for it. I can. Okay, that was nowhere near the bin. That was pants, Lucy. Wow. Is this something for you to ponder over the weekend, Divine Masculine? Should we have a look at the Oracle of Shadows and Light? We can all take a little ponder this weekend. It's been in the cards. Some time out. There's a stain on this card. That's interesting. There was like kind of a stain, dust, but it's come off really easily. It's still there a little bit. And it's just, what is this swirling noise? It's the vortex, I swear. Because at the top here it becomes pink. When you come above this branch, there was like like a staining or a dust in here. Oh, it's like my duster. Yeah, most definitely. Okay, so above the branch here, it's just taking me to a vortex, guys. Okay, might have something to do with music, seeing as that is a violin. Might have something with music, how that's escalating. Okay, sign synchronizations. It could be telling you to listen out for because there's messages that are coming through the conch. Because it feels as if the Divine Masculine cannot actually get to you physically. Like he's being watched, absorbed, or someone's absorbing everything that he's doing. His knowledge, his energy. Okay. This feminine could be picking up on a sexual vibe, but I'm not sure it's for her. But she could be responding. Okay. Let's have a look at the oracle of shadows and light. Carnivorous flower fairy, a tempting offer has a high price. So I feel like you want to devour the divine feminine, and this karmic energy wants to devour the divine masculine. Card number 38. Here's your warning. About the carnivorous flower fairy, pay attention. When this card shows up in a reading, look carefully at someone or a situation around you. Her beauty tempts people in, but the purpose of the flowers is to devour, making it difficult to escape unharmed. You may have been told such situations are wonderful agents of change and growth, but the truth is that you do not need to learn this lesson again. The plants in the beautiful yet faintly macabre, if that's how you say that, image represents someone or something that is attractive yet dangerous. There is a being who may feed off your energy or even eat you alive. Watch for people who consume more than they give, people who bully and swallow others, who argue you out of your beliefs, ignore you, or constantly seek your approval and praise and then grow hostile when you no longer give it. And that's all that energy that I said was coming in about you being too kind, nice. Every time you give this feminine your approval and praise, in the next verse she's grown hostile. When you no longer give it. Interesting. Let's reread that part. Watch for people who consume more than they give, people who bully and swallow others, who argue you out of your beliefs, ignore you, or constantly seek your approval and praise, and then grow hostile when you no longer give it. If you are appeasing another instead of having an equal relationship, or if you are fearful of being consumed by an environment that is toxic yet seductive, it may be that the carnivorous flower fairy has come forth to show you clearly what you need to avoid. The carnivorous flower fairy speaks. Am I not beautiful? Wouldn't you like to come a little closer? I'm sure you will appreciate my beauty once you are able to see me properly. And no, of course, I won't hurt you. I am just, after all, a girl. I may look like an innocent girl holding a bouquet of flowers, and I am. But my nature is to devour, as is theirs. And so before you decide to step closer to me and to work with this energy, know that you may be meeting a dream eater, one who consumes, who takes, who delights in watching the predatory actions of others, who dominates, controls, criticises and judges. I will eat what I can, and I will eat what comes near me. It is my nature. And although some may promise that they will not, if it is their nature to do such things, it is inevitable that they will do so. Do not forget who they are, and do not try to make them what they are not, or change and save them with your love. They will eat you, and delight in doing so. The divination message, you may observe, that does say observe. Hi Jasper, why do I want to say absorb? You may observe someone speaking cruelly about others, sending out toxic energy, seeming to feel extremely entitled to money, fame, life force and attention, but unable to create their own. They treat themselves rather like royalty, and that's exactly what this one's doing. She's on that throne. And she needs to be taken off of the throne. They treat themselves rather like royalty, as if others are servants whose purpose is to fulfil their wishes. They can be charming and cunning, but they do want you to do something for them. They spend much of their time trying to feed off others, and if you deny them this, they become very angry. Narcissistic, they see you as a source for them, a way of getting something. This is sad, but even sadder if you allow yourself to be their victim. This could indicate either a person or a workplace or a belief system that is demanding, all-consuming, and almost cult-like in its practices and ethics. Whatever and whomever the carnivorous flower fairy represents, it is a dangerous alliance to contemplate. Do not get too close. Observe and learn if you must. Do not become an experiment. They will bite you, and they will try to take from you. It is their very nature. Strong message here for this weekend, guys. I feel like it is for the guys. Okay. Let's have a look at the enchanted map. I felt like I wanted to see what song was on. Let's have a look. What song is playing? And I can maybe check out the lyrics. Please Don't Go by KC and the Sunshine Band. Let's go for it. Please don't go. That would not be the Divine Feminine's energy. She wouldn't be begging like that. Please don't go. This could be the karmic energy saying to the Divine Masculine. More than likely, it could be the Divine Masculine talking to the Divine Feminine. Okay, let's have a look. Please don't go. It's KC and the Sunshine Band, isn't it? Let's look at the lyrics. Baby, I love you so. I want you to know that I'm going to miss your love the minute you walk out that door. So please don't go. Don't go. Please don't go away. I've just added in another please. They're begging a little bit here. It's a bit of a desperate energy if you have to force and manipulate someone to stay with you. It's definitely not loving acts. It's definitely not true love. So please don't go, don't go, don't go away. Please don't go. I'm begging you to stay. If you leave, at least in my lifetime, I've had one dream come true. I was blessed to be loved by someone as wonderful as you. So please don't go, don't go. Don't go away. Please don't go, don't go. I'm begging you to stay. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Baby, I love you so. I want you to know that I'm going to miss your love the minute you walk out that door, so please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. Hey, hey, hey. I need your love. I'm down on my knees, begging please, 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 don't go. Don't you hear me, baby? Don't leave me now. Oh, no, 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 please don't go. I want you to know that I love you so. Please, please, please don't leave me, baby. Please don't go. Well, that's a bit of a fucking shitstorm going there, isn't it? Nothing like pulling on the heartstrings. Oh my, well, I'm appreciative to be sitting in the position of the Divine Feminine and not the Divine Masculine at the moment. I've been there. Tough decisions to make, you have to be brave and you have to follow them through. And if you don't follow them through, it could end up like it did for me. And that person will be taken out of the equation if they're blocking you from, and that's something that you don't want to allow it to get to. Is that because of your weakness of actually moving yourself on? You were always tempted to run another life, so that life was taken. Let's carry on. We're on the enchanted map, aren't we? We are. Solitude in reverse. Card number 13, which is the Death card. Oh, we've got lots of stains on here as well. Fucking shit show, I'm telling you. But once you're out of it, you think very carefully about getting yourself into them kind of situations again. That's where you learn the lesson. The lesson is learnt. I am comfortable in my own skin as I detach to replenish my soul. That's what we all need to do. Let's have a read of the reverse meaning though. It says too much solitude results in isolation and separation. And I feel this is the Divine Masculine. This is what he's done. He's put himself into solitude, regardless who is in his surroundings. This other feminine can sense that he has withdrawn and he may have plans to exit the building, and then she has her own plans in mind to stop that. So too much solitude results in isolation and separation. Now is the moment to get together with friends and join in the merriment. And that's exactly where the Divine Masculine, once he sails for his windmill. And to actually be stuck with someone like that, and you're listening to them criticise and malicious acts, a narcissist, living with a narcissist, we have freedom of choice and freedom of free will, don't we? Okay, to leave if we so choose. Although, like, as a world event, that has kind of been restricted a little bit. So it seems that could always be, well, you can't leave. But why is that then? Okay. Too much solitude results in isolation and separation. Now is the moment to get together with friends and join in the merriment. Hiding out will lead to loneliness and negative thinking. Separation at this time isn't a healthy choice. Interesting. Separation for who? This could be pulling on the heartstrings. Please don't go, I'll be alone. Well, most of us, that was the whole point of a lockdown, is that we actually all learnt to spend time alone or in the environment that you have created for yourself, so that you can truly feel what it feels like to live the life that you've created via the choices that you've made. So separation at this time isn't a healthy choice, and it's not for the Divine Masculine. The most healing thing that the Divine Masculine can do for himself, I'm not even going to say and for his Divine Feminine, she is healed. She's a healer. Remember, hurt people, and heal people, heal people. The most healing thing that the Divine Masculine can do for himself is actually end the separation that he's feeling with his Divine Feminine. That's the draw that he wants. Your energy by, why would I say that? Your energy by means of a much needed rest and time out. And I feel like it's too much for the Divine Masculine. So I feel like he could break. And you don't want it to get to that point. But this other feminine's putting a lot of pressure. It's not the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine's not even really in the picture. Okay. Apart from being swept up and swept off into... But there's messages here. Warnings. Okay. Are you in a situation in which you feel alone? You need to share this. Not keep it to yourself. And that's also when you can have a house full of people. You live with others and still feel extremely alone in your own little world. And it's important that you speak up and you tell people that you feel alone or you're not happy. And you set some boundaries. I want to say you set some foundations. Okay. So are you in a situation in which you feel alone? You need to share this, not keep it to yourself. By joining in with others, you're here. You're here. You're here. You're here. Present. Awesome. By joining with others, you will hear. Let's just say you will hear. And it sounds better then, doesn't it? Not you'll hear. You'll hear what you need to know, because Spirit finds ways to speak through them without their even knowing it. So there's a big warning here for the divine masculines that have actually found themselves now through being in a really shitty, toxic situation. Now it's just getting you out of that. You need to get yourself out of your own shitty situation, but there is guidance. Of course, there's guidance for the masculines when it comes to this topic, and it wants to be let's stammer and stutter. It wants to be spoken about today. So by joining in with others, you'll hear what you need to know, because Spirit finds ways to speak through them without their even knowing it. You have the key to let yourself out of this prison. That's what it says. You are loved and never alone. Never. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time and nothing is missing. It's very much about getting over that phase of missing as well. The missing phase. It's like you're not allowed to miss each other because there's nothing missing. You're joined. You're one. Okay, and you need to tap in and feel that. I feel like the masculine has been tapping in and feeling that, and now comes the frustration of actually feeling it for real. Okay, bringing the manifestation in. Let's just take a breath, shall we? Bit of a heavy reading. And with this weekend coming up, I mean, you do, I was going to say, you tend to spend more time with your loved ones. But like over the weekends, but I'm not feeling really, the divine masculine's really loving this. Do you really like it? Is it wicked? It's like it sure is. Yeah. It's a wicked situation. So, divine masculine, operation. Getting the divine masculine out of hell. Okay. How do we break the divine masculine out of prison? Let's see what your daily guidance is. Let your past go. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. Woo. Okay. Let's tuck the hair behind the ears then. I can hear more clearer. Oh, it makes me feel just so much lighter and airy. That's quite fresh out here. Felt a bit suffocated. Okay. Let your past go. You receive this card because your thoughts and feelings about the past are holding you back. You're repeating a pattern because of unfinished emotions from your past. This card is a sign to forgive and move on, to stop painful patterns. It doesn't mean that you need to be with the person you're forgiving. Okay. Oh, you're forgiving? It says that you've forgiven. So you might still be going through this part, forgiveness. It doesn't mean that you need to be with the person you've forgiven. It simply means that you've let toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. The additional meanings for this card: approach a new situation or relationship with positive expectations. Avoid routines. Speak to a counsellor or support group. Forgive those who've hurt you. Yeah, remember, hurt people hurt people. And I feel like you're healed, divine masculine. Well, you're definitely on the road to healing. I was going to say, we're on the road to nowhere. Ha! Ha! That's where we want to go. Just this nowhereness, this nothingness. Where are you off to? Nowhere. It's like everything's a little bit Hush, hush. We're just in this land, no man's land. So at the moment, I'm feeling like the divine masculine, you're not really anyone's man. Ain't no other man but you. I don't know other words. It's about ain't no other man but you. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. You're no man's land. I feel like you do want to be someone's man, someone's divine masculine, someone's man. That's it. Okay. So forgive those who've hurt you, forgive yourself. The worst is now behind you. Keep your thoughts about this situation high and bright. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Let's have a look at the power of love. I've got my Rumi cards today, so we will have a Rumi message. How are we doing for time? Not that it matters. 48 minutes. Let's do the power of love. The Rumi message. We might end with have another deck of Lovers Oracle. Okay. The power of love. Well, I know one thing. It can definitely beat the devil. And you started with the strongest card. The only card in a tarot deck that can take on the devil energy is the Strength card. The blending of divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So this one might be a force to be reckoned with at the moment. She doesn't stand a chance when the divine masculine's with the divine feminine. It would just all repel off of them. But at the moment, divine masculine's dealing with this himself. And that's how it needs to be. He can ask for assistance. Obviously, pride. Wanting to feel like a man. And this feminine has emasculated her man. I feel like she has a very strong energy herself. Very masculine energy herself. And this divine masculine doesn't want like another buddy to pair up with. He's looking for a divine feminine. A divine being. So the Strength card is the only card in the tarot that's guaranteed to defeat the devil. Have a think about that one. Okay, let's have a look at the power of love. Individuality. And I did feel here but it is a task that you need to do as an individual, divine masculine. The divine feminine, she has faced her fears, dealt with the karmic repercussions of what she created, took responsibility and has cleared her path, or her path has been cleared for her. Divine masculine, the same is going to occur for you. It's all about how you handle it. Individuality, you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. And this other feminine is trying to stop you from doing that. Feels like it's a jealousy energy. Stomping your growth. Okay. Not allowing you to really express your individuality. You're not an individual, we're a couple. That's the kind of mentality. But you are an individual. Let's have a... All souls originate from the same source energy. But the Earth School affords us the opportunity to feel separate. That is a double-edged sword. That is life in this physical dimension. Our nature is to be at one with the whole, but when we incarnate and our awareness of our divine self is diminished, lessons are learned more quickly. Your goal is to feel connected to everything. This is what we're touching on, that missing part. And I miss you like the desert miss the rain. Well, there is no separation. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always connected, united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. Okay. Your goal is to feel connected to everything while you experience the illusion of separation. And your path to that goal is your own. It's your individual journey. At the beginning, you may relate to the human aspect of yourself, the ego. But eventually, glimmers of your true nature start to manifest themselves through awareness. When your distinct soul personality expresses itself and you live your life consciously, you have moved beyond the illusions of the physical dimension and have come back home to the truth of your spirit. As you present yourself in this world, every other soul who crosses your path will recognise this keen sense of familiarity and start to remember their spiritual heritage as well. Be yourself and love abundantly. That is a life well lived. Be yourself and love abundantly. That is a life well lived. I felt here that this other feminine, this karmic energy, picking up the familiarity of if the divine masculine is feeling sexually frustrated, if he's visualising the divine feminine and feeling turned on, this other feminine, she's a feminine, she's going to pick up on that. Okay, so as you present yourself in this world, every other soul who crosses your path will recognise this keen sense of familiarity and start to remember their spiritual heritage as well. Be yourself and love abundantly. That is a life well lived. I want to say, when it comes to like the narcissistic energies that we come across as light workers, the reason why they're kind of repelled by us is because they recognise our love and light that resides within them. But it's not an easy journey. And it's not an easy journey to actually face your ego, okay, and see through that illusion of us actually being separate when we are all, in fact, just one. Okay. Really. Okay, Rumi, can you finish this Freaky Friday reading, please? Things may feel as if they're getting a little bit freaky this weekend, especially when it comes to sign synchronisations, maybe seeing your divine counterpart's name, because we are kind of dissolving that illusion of separation. So, like I said about hearing the snoring, smelling like the manly sweat. Maybe sensing, a certain scent, reminders, things that maybe people said, conversations that maybe you and your counterpart have had. I just feel like it's going to be a constant energy flow of feeling when I don't feel alone. There's just a constant reminder. And I feel like it's really getting the divine masculine's heart craving. There's no need to miss the divine feminine when he can reach out to her at any time. Okay, big lesson then this weekend. Let's have a look at Rumi. Thank you. I do not know what the message contains. It's called The Blessing of Zara. Card number 39. Let go of thought. Don't take it into your heart. You are naked, and thought is like ice. Now, the nakedness took me to all the characters that are in the background here. You use thought to seek release from suffering and pain, while thought is the cause of your suffering and pain. The realm of creation is outside the scope of thought. O foolish one, see the opus and behold the beauty. Look in the direction from which the images flow. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. Rumi. I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. Oh, I know you will open your mouth even wider to scream, like a terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth, that was kind of taking me to that piggy squeal. Okay, at the beginning I spoke of. So I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. Oh, I know you will open your mouth even wider to scream, like the terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth wide and draw a breath to bemoan the outrageous travesty of your loss, I shall shove my divine finger, dripping with nectar, into your gaping mouth. I'll let you suckle then, surprised and contented by the sweetness that surpasses all other sweets. When we are hungry, I picked that up about being hungry for love, affection, touch. When we are hungry, we reach for what food is available. If we are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us, only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in a most uncomfortable and dissatisfied state. Your soul needs better quality food. It has been detoxing. You have been shedding old thoughts, feelings, pains and struggles. Memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul, like parasites being expunged. And now your soul, thus cleansed, is in need of genuine nourishment to restore it to full radiance and vitality. Love will feed your hungry soul. Nothing less shall suffice. No sweet talker, no sweet talking. No sweet talking charmer, hell bent on seducing and moving on, will make the grade. No, it has to be nothing less than genuine romancing by the great beloved to feed, comfort, and nurse you into radiance. Only that divine finger, dripped in the heavenly honey, can be taken in by your soul now. All else will seem as empty junk by comparison. But can we summon the strength to overcome habitual and mindless attempts at feeding on lesser substances? Oh yes, the great beloved shall storm through the kitchen and with military precision clear out the cupboards for only the best and finest, most decadent and delicious shall do for you. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are being given a blessing of Zara, of radiance, of brightness. This blessing has a purpose. It is to clear out that which would obstruct your full unfoldment to support the divine jewel of your soul in shining. You are being given an opportunity supported by life, by the earth, and by the grace of the divine beloved to shed toxins from your being. These may be physical and they may equally be of emotional, psychic, or psychological origin. They may come from this or another lifetime. You may understand consciously what is being released or you may not. If you are sensitive, you may feel symptoms of detoxification at a physical level, even if what you are releasing is emotional or psychological in nature. You are encouraged to complete the sacred healing ritual, to stay adequately hydrated. I had to get up, it was so hot last night, I had to get up to get a drink, which I wouldn't normally do. It was like, I was definitely dehydrated throughout the night. You are encouraged to complete the sacred Onum ritual, to stay adequately hydrated, and to be moderate rather than excessive in your approach. Give your body and mind time to rest and replenish so that blessing can be fully received. If you have been unwell or struggling to let go of an issue, this oracle comes as a portent of imminent healing back to good health and of release of the issue into resolution and divine radiance. It is only a matter of timing, and that timing is imminent. This oracle also brings you the message that if something appears to be leaving your life, even something painful to release, it is because it is no longer healthy for you or no longer supporting of life for you. There is something more loving and beautiful awaiting. Do not try to feast upon scraps. Stop scraping in the dirt for stale breadcrumbs. Rise up and move towards the seat at the heavenly table gleaming before you, for a greater feast awaits your attendance. Sacred honouring ritual. Say aloud, I call upon Alzara, the merciful divine one shining with grace, and Rumi, who loves me without condition. I call upon the healing angels, and I say the following declaration. With grace, I accept the shedding of that which is no longer worthy of me. I allow myself to release with merciful grace what no longer feeds my soul with the truest of nourishment. I open to receive, through unconditional love, healing, support, intervention, and protection, that I may shine with the divine radiance bestowed upon me in this blessing. I surrender my attachment to scraps and open my mind, body, and soul to the great feast. In profound gratitude, I bow to the compassion that leads me to the banquet of love now. So be it. Lie down and rest for however long you need. A couple of days maybe. Healing will happen during this time, so try to rest for at least 5 to 25 minutes. 5 to 25 hours, I felt. More if possible. Following your rest, you may also like to have a shower or bath using a handful of regular salt as a gentle body scrub to support your psychic and physical cleansing process. Enjoy this as an act of self-love. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. So take that part on board, Divine Masculine, because the guys tend to be more showers. Ladies, we like our baths. We like to get in the tub. So we can easily put in like our sea salt. But Divine Masculine, that's telling you to use like normal salt, table salt. Okay? Not so grainy. Otherwise you're gonna rub all. I actually feel this energy that if, like I was saying, there was that final time when it was like, I could never do that again. It just felt wrong to like have sex with, someone that I didn't actually want to be with. You might feel a little bit dirty, and that's understandable. So you might want to have a good shower and feel as if you want to just scrub like your skin and get it all off and out of you and wash yourself clean. Go for it. Table salt. Learn the lesson. Don't keep putting, it's only you keep putting yourself back through the pain of it all. Okay. And tempted by that thing called sex. And that's what it is. It's not love, it's not romance in this situation. It's just a sexual release. Okay. I was going to end with the Lover's Oracle. Oh, actually, no, we're going to end with Angels of Light cards, but let's get a Lover's Oracle. Within you, I lose myself. Without you, I find myself, and then I strive to be lost again. Now, this deck is meant to be for, for lovers, couples, to actually talk about the meanings, because I felt this could be taken just like with the song, Please Don't Go. But let me just read the back here. Relationships, specifically relationships between lovers, are one of the most fulfilling as well as challenging aspects of human existence. Okay. So with these cards are captured the many different elements of relationship. The Lover's Oracle can be used alone or together with your partner to develop a better understanding of your relationship. We wish you joy and inspiration in discovering a deeper understanding of yourself as well as of your relationship. So within you, I lose myself. Without you, I find myself, and then I strive to be lost again. Let's get one more. There's the actual image. Love is unexpected. You don't know when it will come. You just don't know when it's going to come knocking at your door. Feels like the Five of Pentacles energy here. Love is unexpected. You don't know when it will come, but it's coming. Because you are love. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Love changes everything. Days are longer. Words mean more. Joy is more intense. Pain is deeper. Love can turn your world around, and that world will last forever. It's true love. True love stands the test of time. Okay, what was I finishing on? There was another deck I was going to use. Oh, what was it? Oh, the Angels of Light cards here. Okay, do we have any coffee? Oh, we do. Let's finish this reading for this weekend, guys. And I will catch up with you when I do. Okay, the card is celebration. Of course it is. It is time for you to look for the joy, the delight and the wonder of every day and rejoice in it. When we celebrate the passing events and transitions of life, it is our way of giving thanks, and the angels delight with us. Whenever possible, celebrate with others, for then great energy is raised, which attracts many angels, drawn by the laughter and lightness, to add their blessings. It will bond you happily with others. Angel wisdom reminds you to celebrate and honour all things large or small in your life. Find something to celebrate now. Affirmation: my life is a celebration. Joining the party. I love it. Party, party, party. Just celebrating the fact that we are alive and kicking. Okay, I'm going. Have a lovely weekend. Oh, my goodness. Just damaged the box. I didn't know if that had turned it off then. Okay, what was that? I just collapsed. I'm going. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.